All right, guys, April 1st, here we go. Barbell workout for some of you guys who've been loving the barbell. You still got some good variations with the dumbbells and with the kettlebell as well. So I'm gonna show you that flow. So we got 3 10-minute AMRAPs. The first 10-minute AMRAP and the third 10-minute AMRAP are gonna be the exact same setup. So you're gonna have a little difference in that middle. So let's take a look at the first one. It's gonna start off with a 3-position snatch. So I'm gonna lift the bar up to that high hang position, keeping it near the hip or the mid thigh. Small hinge, jump, accelerate, catch overhead. A couple things I'm always thinking about is keep the bar close, try to drive the bar up with my hips, and then receive with locked arms, and also move those feet into that little quarter squat catch position. Second position, I'm gonna go right around the knee. Catch, stand, last position, make sure the shoulders are back is flat, sit all the way down to the floor, pull, catch. Once I've done once I've done my 3-position snatch, barbell's gonna go to the floor. I'm gonna perform 10 alternating step back lunges with an overhead hold. So, if you guys have a barbell, you should have a spare bumper plate to use for this, right? So I'm gonna have plate overhead, I'm gonna go into a step back lunge, touch the knee, alternating, and I would go 5 per leg, 10 total. Right? If you have access to maybe, a water jug, you could mix this up and do single isolated arm overhead lunge step backs. Right? So I can step back and then switch it out. Either every round, you could go right arm for all 10 reps on one round, and then maybe next round go left arm, or you could do 5 reps with your right, and then 5 lunge steps with your left. Right? So that's going to be kind of the combo. It's going to be a 3-position snatch with 10 overhead step back lunges. If you have dumbbells, you could do this 2 ways. Option 1 would be to go ahead and just do single arm dumbbell snatch, 3 right, 3 left. Right, pretty classic what we do, snatch it, back down, and I would just go ahead and take it all the way from the floor, just because you're using a dumbbell, it's a little lighter. Another option is to do 3 reps, but you're gonna use both dumbbells at the same time. You guys play around. If you feel like 3 reps is just super quick and super easy for you, maybe bump it up to do 5 reps. Try to make it challenging for you for that AMRAP. Right, so I'm gonna have both dumbbells, a little wider stance. I'm gonna accelerate them right up overhead. It's very similar to that doubles press, or kind of similar to a kettlebell swing, but I have 50, so this is 100 total pounds. Snatch, all the way overhead, back down, all the way overhead, back down. And then again, I could take that single dumbbell, have it overhead for step back lunges, or I could use both hands on the dumbbell and hold it overhead, and then I could stabilize that weight a little better than probably just with a single arm, right? So still gonna have some balance checks regardless. So that's your first AMRAP there, right? Position snatch with overhead lunges. Last option would be a kettlebell. And you're gonna notice in the swings that I wrote, it's gonna be 2-2-2 rep scheme. So the idea here is to do 2 Russian swings, 2 I or higher swings, and then 2 full overhead American swings. Right? And so, again, similar to the dumbbell, you may need to bump the reps up. You might go 3-3-3, 4-4-4. Just depends on, do you want to be getting more swings in, or do you want to be doing more lunges? You could do a single kettlebell overhead lunge. It's going to be very challenging. In this case, I would probably suggest maybe finding another object that's a little lighter and perform the overhead lunges if you struggle with that particular kettlebell weight that you have. But do your best and see what you can find for some variance, because I do want to see some overhead stability while you do those lunges. That's going to be the key challenge on that lunge. All right, so again, the combination is going to be either 3-position snatch, or the dumbbells, or the kettlebell swings, and then those alternating overhead lunges. Remember, step back lunges. So again, I'm reaching back in the lunge, standing back up. It's not a forward stepping lunge. All right, second AMRAP. It's going to be pretty challenging. We haven't done these yet. It's been a couple weeks. It's going to be 10 overhead squats. All right, so barbell is going to be snatched up. Once it's in that overhead position, set the feet up. Active press that whole time, guys, right? Make sure you continually press out, out, out. sit all the way down into a nice good full depth, stand up tall. Once I've worked through 10 overhead squats, lower the bar to your back. You're gonna do 15, just nice good tempo, good mornings. Keep the chest up, hinge down, get a good hamstring stretch, stand and squeeze. Hinge down, get a good hamstring stretch, stand and squeeze. All right, the key here is not to cave and round over, but to keep a nice flat neutral back and really push back in those hips and hamstrings, making sure you feel your weight shift back into your heels, right? And get a good hip flexion. Stand nice and tall, open hip at the top. All right, so 10 overhead squats, 15 good mornings. Last movement is gonna be 20 weighted toe reach ups. So again, you could go back to that plate that you have an extra one with. I can lay down, feet are gonna be up in the air, and then I'm gonna be reaching up, weighted toe reach ups. All right? Just for a quick demo, you could totally do that with a single dumbbell. Right? I can still do toe reach ups with that single dumbbell. Or if I have that single kettlebell, again, I can hold it and still do weighted toe reach ups. All right, so those are gonna be your options there. Now, some of you guys, if you have a dumbbell or you have a kettlebell, right, some options you may wanna explore is like a broomstick overhead squat. Maybe you got a PVC around the house. Let me go ahead and grab that. Right, so I can literally take a broom, have something nice and light, and just really work nice, good, slow tempo, and just feel out that good positioning that you need for the overhead squat. Another good option is find a wall. Right, we work on these all the time in the gym. Find a wall. You can either use the broomstick or go without, keeping the hands high, and just force yourself to stay in that nice, good upright squat, and using that wall to kind of just check some integrity of your position as you work, right? So broomstick or a wall squat. Last option, not gonna say it's easy, but some of you guys might be able to explore this route. And that's gonna be taking a kettlebell or a single dumbbell, right? Getting it up overhead, and I'm gonna work 5 repetitions, single arm overhead kettlebell squat, right? So I'm gonna work 5 on my right side, really use that offhand to kind of find your balance, and work through, switch it over, 5 reps on the other side. With the good mornings, right, you can take that kettlebell, I can hold it right here in the chest, or I can put it right up here on the top of my back, and I can still work some good mornings. If you're holding it against your chest, right, the good morning's gonna definitely hit the arms a little differently, but you can still feel that core being engaged, and you can still feel those hamstrings active as you shift the hips back. Same thing with the dumbbell. I can literally do a dumbbell overhead single arm squat, or I can put that dumbbell right on top of my back and shoulders as I perform those 15 good mornings as that middle portion there. So first AMRAP is that snatch and lunges. Second AMRAP is gonna be the 3 drills, the overhead squat, the good morning, and the toe reach ups. And then that third AMRAP is gonna revisit the same thing you did for the first AMRAP. Try to see if you can beat your score on AMRAP 3, beat your score that you did on AMRAP 1. That'll give you good intensity to finish up for today. All right, guys, hopefully that'll make sense. And if you guys have anything, questions or tips, questions or form corrections you need, be sure to send me an email, send me a text, send me a video of what you're lifting, see if I can give you some help via satellite. All right, guys, have a great April 1st, and see you soon at the equipment pickup.